I think this is going to continue to tighten for a while longer. If you pay attention here to the volume bars, you see there's an orange line that goes through the volume bars here. This is the average volume for the past 20 bars, in this case for the past 20 days, because we're looking at the daily candles. So I don't expect a break of this pattern until the average volume line is way down, and it actually stays down for a little bit. For example, here you see the average volume line, it's all the way down here, it's much lower than it is right now, and it actually stays down there for some time. When and if this happens, then I will start to calculate the targets in the upside and in the downside. But until then, I expect the price to consolidate, and the middle level is about $9,000. So it can go above and below 9,000. While the volume continues to tighten, and it means we're just, forming this tightening pattern, this continuation pattern. Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Crypto Forecast. And once again, we are above 9,000, like I have been saying in the beginning of every single video for about 2 months now. Like you just saw on the intro, I have been anticipating consolidation at 9,000, at around 9,000, above and below 9,000. For about a month now, and I was saying that I was expecting the volume to continue to decrease until more or less these low levels here. You see the orange line, the average volume here. It was way lower than a month ago when I made that video, and it was already decreasing. This is when I made the video, and it continued to decrease until today, and it's still decreasing until today. Now I don't expect the volume to go lower than this or much lower than this, but what I do expect is that it could stay at these low levels for a little longer. How much longer? I have no idea. It could be a day or two, or it could still be a few months. But I expect the price to continue to consolidate above and below 9,000 while the volume stays low, and then the signal for a break, whether it's in the upside or in the downside, the signal is going to be a spike of volume with a decent sized candle. So if we see a big candle, let's say we break this previous high here at $10,000. So if the price breaks above 10,000 and it does convincing, like violent, like vertical, if it goes vertical up and it goes above the breaking above 10,000, while at the same time we have a spike of green volume, probably that in the daily candles higher than this one here, then there you have your break, and we will probably go much higher. And by the way, there's a very high target in the macro that I gave for premium members. I'm not gonna give all the information for free here on YouTube when there's some people paying for it, but there's a very high target if and when we actually break outside this diagonal resistance line here. Now, in the other side, if we break down, you would like to see, a vertical red candle breaking these previous lows here. I would say this low here at 8,700 more or less, in a single candle, vertical candle, and at the same time, the same day, a big spike of red volume going probably higher than this one, or at least about this size, then you have a break in the downside, and then I would expect to revisit the 7,000 levels. But until we see a vertical candle, whether it's in the upside or in the downside, while at the same time a big spike of volume, I won't call it a break. It just like it happened here. Yeah, there was some significant volume, but it wasn't bigger than the one before here. And if you pay attention, the vertical move was actually this green candle, and the volume was still, decreasing. It was lower than the previous one. So this
right there you have the signal telling you this is a fake out, this is not a breakout. If it was a breakout, the volume would be bigger and we would have follow through with volume, which means at least the next two candles would be one longer than the previous one, and we didn't have that. So until I don't see that, I'm not going to call for a break. Even if we go below 9,000, if the volume is still low, it's lower than this one here, I'm not going to call it a breakdown. And if we go, let's say, to 10,500, but the volume is nothing significant, I'm not going to call it a break in the upside. So yeah, basically that's it, guys. Not much more to predict about the price. I hope this is helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.